At first, he seemed like a dream. He was charming in a way that felt cinematic, opening doors, saying all the right things, knowing just when to tilt his head like he was really listening. I felt seen, chosen, like I had finally found someone who understood me. He moved quickly. Lavish affection, grand plans, whispered promises that made me feel like the center of the universe. Looking back, that was the first red flag. But at the time, it felt like love. It didn't happen all at once. The shift was slow, sneaky, like a leak in the foundation of a house. You don't notice the damage until the floor gives out beneath you. He began with small criticisms, wrapped in sweetness. "You'd be so beautiful if you lost just a little weight. Don't wear that, it's not really your color. Why are you so sensitive? I was just trying to help." I told myself he meant well, that I could do better, be better, for him. Then came the isolation. Friends started fading from our lives. He didn't like them. My family was too judgmental. My job was a distraction from what mattered, us. So I stayed home more, stopped answering texts, made excuses. He didn't yell. He didn't need to. His disappointment was enough. He'd go silent for hours, days sometimes, until I apologized for things I didn't even do. I became an expert at anticipating his moods, tiptoeing around invisible landmines, learning the art of disappearing without ever leaving the room. He twisted everything. If I cried, I was crazy. If I called him out, I was attacking him. If I wanted space, I was selfish and cold. He'd do something cruel, then demand gratitude. Say something cutting, then accuse me of being too emotional. The worst part? I started to believe him. There were days I looked in the mirror and barely recognized myself. I was exhausted, anxious, small, like I'd been folded into a version of myself that existed solely to keep the peace. And yet, sometimes he'd flip the switch, bring flowers, cook dinner, call me his everything. And for a moment, I'd think maybe it was me. Maybe I was broken and he was the only one who could fix me. Until the next time. One night, I stood in the middle of our living room, alone after another one of his storms. And I realized something. The room was full of things he wanted. His taste in furniture, his music playing, his face in every frame on the wall. And I didn't see a single trace of myself. That was the beginning of the end. Quiet at first, little rebellion, speaking up, reconnecting with people I loved, reading about narcissistic abuse and seeing my life written in someone else's words. Then one day I left. It wasn't easy, it wasn't clean, but it was real. Now, my space looks different. My life feels quieter, simpler, but finally mine. I don't flinch at footsteps. I don't second-guess my joy. I don't need permission to exist. He tried to break me, but all he did was set me free.